And welcome back to more Gravity Rush Remastered. Last time, we finished our second and final mission in the Special Forces, so this time, we're going to try to find something else to do around Venda Center. After a year away, I needed to have a look around Hexaville for myself. From what I had seen so far, it had become a shadow of its former self, and if nothing else, I had to find out what happened to the Ark. So from here, the next story mission takes us below this plaza, so let's drop down here and see what we can find. Looks like there's someone by this ledge, so let's talk to them and see if we can help them out. What's with this guy? He seems so nervous. Hello, are you looking for something? You're the Gravity Queen! Oh, wonderful! You've been gone for so long! What has it been, a year? Yeah, I guess it has, hasn't it? People still remember me after all this time? How could we forget? My name's Adro. Everyone's been waiting for the Queen to make her triumphant return. Well, I'm glad I made such an impression. It's hard to believe a whole year has passed. By the way, did you need help with something, or...? Oh yes, please. I dropped something critical to my research. My boss is going to kill me. Uh-oh, I hope this turns out better than the last time someone dropped something. What did you drop? My case with all my data. I was transferred to military research after the change in government, and that new boss of mine never gets off my back. Yeah, things feel different with the military ramping up. Everyone in Hexaville seems a little on edge. Anyway, a case, huh? No worries, I'll find it for you. Oh, thank you. Without that case, my job is toast. Man, to think I'd be the first person the Gravity Queen would help after her year off. Haha, well, that's a long story, but I'm back and I'm happy to help. Episode 18, Adro on Call. I dropped the case down there. See? There it is. I can actually see it from here, so let's drop down. What are Nevi doing here? Is that the case he was talking about? So first of all, let's take care of these Nevi, and now that the area is clear of threats, let's pick up the briefcase and fly it back up to Adro. That was so much easier than going all the way through the World Pillar, so still a lot easier than the previous time we had to go searching for something. Thank you, you really saved my bacon. I don't know how the city managed to survive so long without you. Oh, it was nothing. All I did was bring your case back. Ah, but what a wonderful job you did of it. Now, I hate to ask this of you, but I have another small favor. Could you set these sensors up for me? Sensors, huh? Before that, I've got to warn you, I saw some Nevi. Exactly, the Nevi are what I'm out here researching. Really? Yes, a disturbance was discovered in the gravitational field near one of the rumored Nevi hotspots. And that nasty boss of mine sent me out into the thick of it to investigate the link between the gravitational disturbances and the Nevi appearances. Seems a little cruel to send me out into danger to gather data for an experiment, doesn't it? I could be killed. Of course, if I return without any data, my boss will kill me just the same. Your boss is that bad, huh? Well, you just need some sensors set up, right? Hey, if it's good for the city, I'll take care of it. You will? I'd be forever in your debt, my queen. Rest assured, the data we get today will go a long way towards keeping Hexaville safe in the future. I'd better get started placing these sensors. I guess it couldn't hurt to help him out. So there are 4 sensors for 4 points throughout this area, so let's drop down here and take care of this one really close by. What's stirring up the Nevi? They're everywhere. So be a little bit careful when fighting the Nevi, because you can drop these sensors. So yeah, let's use a Gravity Typhoon to easily get through this initial group of Nevi. Phew, time to place the sensor. It seems like it's working. Alright, 1 down, 3 to go. So let's fall up here. That's kind of an interesting concept, falling upwards. And let's pick up another sensor to place. So, there's actually a spot we can actually see from here, so let's fly on over and place this one. I accidentally picked up 2 at a time, that's fine, in this case. That should do it. Luckily, this is one that doesn't have any Nevi nearby, so we don't have to worry about accidentally dropping 2 sensors. So, let's take this one we have over to this distant point. There are a lot of gems around, actually. This would not be a bad place to explore to level up. Look at all the Nevi. I have to get rid of them. So yeah, let's try to avoid taking too much damage to avoid dropping this. Never mind. Where'd the sensor go? I'd better grab another one. Luckily, there's not much of a penalty for dropping a sensor. All you have to do is go back and pick up another one. So yeah, overall this mission isn't too unforgiving, thankfully. But a little bit time-consuming. Need more sensors? Don't worry, I've got plenty of them. Alright, so another very generous thing about this mission is the Nevi don't actually respawn. So now that we've defeated that set of Nevi, all we have to do is fly over with this replacement sensor and drop it down. Phew, only one more to go. Alright, so let's make our way back to a Dro once more, and pick up the final sensor to place. So yeah, overall this isn't too bad so far. This one is actually fairly far away. There's also health down there if you need it, which is good to keep in mind. This one needs to go on the side of this wall. This one isn't acting like the others. Maybe it's special? All done, I'd better check in with a Dro. So the others were beeping, this one isn't, so that's a little bit odd. So let's make our way back to a Dro, and something tells me we're not done with favors quite yet. Welcome back. I'm terribly sorry about this, but there's a teeny tiny little favor I still have to ask. You see, I forgot to flip the switch on one of the sensors. I hate to be a bother, but could you go back and turn it on for me? Alright, sure. It did seem kind of funny that it wasn't working like the others when I set it up. Curse my scattered brain, it's the source of so much trouble, and where there's trouble, you can bet my boss will be there to give me grief for it. Ugh, I wish I could get my act together. Hey, everyone makes mistakes. Don't beat yourself up about it. I just have to flip a switch, right? Sit tight, I'll be right back. Now I have to flip a switch. Got it. Don't these things come with remote controls? I guess not, so let's fly on over and turn on the sensor. There, turned it on. More Nevi? I'd better clean them up. And of course, it's not that simple. More Nevi have appeared. They seem to like appearing near these sensors, which is very inconvenient. That takes care of that, but why did they just appear like that? Alright, something's a little bit fishy with these sensors, so let's make our way back to a Dro. Another sensor? I have a bad feeling about this. Hey Dro, I don't know if it's just coincidence or what, but the moment I flipped that switch, I got swarmed by Nevi. Oh, that. I knew there was something I forgot to mention. Well, you see, the sensor puts out a weak gravitational field that seems to draw in Nevi like flies to honey. The problem was first recognized during the prototype phase. And it never got fixed? Well, after all the costs were considered, it was decided we'd just take our chances with the version we had, and work on improving it with the next revision. Even knowing that, they sent you out here alone? Just one of my many woes. Anyway, I hate to ask this after all the trouble you had with the last sensor, but there's actually one more sensor I need to set up. What, another one? You know, I realize this is none of my business, but if you're so forgetful, maybe you should consider a different line of work? Oh, I know, but if you don't help me, I'll be fired before I even get the chance to look for a new job, thrown to the sewers to live like a bum. Alright, I'll do it. There's nothing else you're forgetting. It's just one more sensor. I'm starting to feel like an errand girl. Oh well, I said I'd do it. Luckily this one isn't too far away, on the underside of this part of town. Nevi, I'll need to get rid of them. And of course, it's not that simple. I'll do my best to avoid dropping this, never mind. Again, no big deal. This one actually isn't bad at all because of how close it is to a Dro, so we'll have to go back once we fight off these Nevi. Oops, I dropped it. Guess I have to get another one. So, luckily these Nevi aren't too strong, so let's try to defeat them with our gravity kicks while our special gauge recharges. So, 1 or 2 more hits should do it. Now I just need to place a sensor. Alright, so let's head back, pick up another sensor. Here's a new one, take it. Thank you so much for helping out. And with hopefully the final sensor, let's go up here and place this. More Nevi, I'd better clean them up. These are some very intimidating Nevi as well, so that's not great. These sensors are a real pain. They seem to attract every Nevi in Hexaville. So let's be careful. These are very difficult enemies, and we are already at half health. I might actually drop down here and actually pick up some health before we proceed. It's not great, but it's better than nothing, I suppose. Let's deal with this Nevi first, the spiky one. So let's wait it out, and go for a gravity kick. Next up, I think I want to take out this Swordfish Nevi, and this one here. Luckily that one dropped health, so we should be good to go. We're not in too much danger here. And now we have these Nevi, which I don't think we've actually fought on the underside of an area before, so this is a little bit different fighting them upside down. Same method though, just have to be careful not to run out of gravity power. And more Nevi have appeared, including this one down here. Let's use our Gravity Typhoon on that one, and also this large Nevi. Did that finish it off? It did not, so let's do that, and... okay, that one's done, so this one only probably has a couple more cores left. Alright, it looks like it has one on its back. Alright, so we should be good to go. That should do it, I hope. Better check with our Dro to make sure. Dro, why is there another sensor over there? Don't tell me. Oh, that old thing? Don't worry, it's just a spare. I don't even think it works, to be honest. Thanks to you, I've got all the data I need. Phew, I was afraid you forgot something again. I don't think I could have handled another trip out there. Sorry to have worried you like that. In any case, I suppose I'd better get started blowing these sensors up. Blowing the sensors up? Sky high. I can't just leave them running, right? They'd draw more Nevi, and my boss would have a fit. What a waste. Wasn't there an easier way to shut them off? I love when science ends with a bang. Thank you, Cat. You've been a real gem. This data will go a long way towards helping protect our fair city. Oh no! This can't be good. Oh no, what? I'll never make my airboat on time. If I don't get there soon, it'll leave without me. Can you take me to the top of the clock tower? I promise this is the last thing I'll ask of you. Please, you can't turn me down. Now, after all this work, you know the military and their schedules. Alright, I'll take you to the clock tower, but you'd better keep that promise. Wow, I feel weightless. Ready to head for that clock tower? Alright, so luckily the clock tower isn't too far away, so let's fly on over there. Oh, I almost forgot, I need to drop the results off. You could have told me earlier. Oh, forget it. And of course, this is a Dro. It's not that simple. Alright, all set. Let's get a move on. Okay, now let's go to the clock tower. We have 2 minutes left, so we have plenty of time. I wonder how much time we have. Can you take me up so I can have a look at the clock? Might want to invest in a watch. Looks like we still have a little time left. Can we go down through the tower? Weren't you the one who told me to hurry? You know, this tower was built by a famous architect. Aren't you on the job? Do we really have time for this? Alright, so even with all of those detours, we still have a minute and a half, which is plenty of time, thankfully, to make it to his airboat on time. Thank you so much, Shifter. Maybe now I won't lose my job. Right, well, say hi to your scary boss for me. Understood. Prepare the facility. Government Center, New Hyrulean. You kept me waiting. My apologies, Mayor. I had to dig around to find the power supply we needed. You could have sent someone else. I like getting my hands dirty. It keeps my mind stimulated. And to tell the truth, I wanted to meet the Gravity Queen in person. She's something. That cat of hers was blowing out my equipment with the numbers I was getting off of it. If we had that cat, we'd have more than enough power. I'll have the jellyfish grab it. We haven't found Sasha, so we'll have to make do with the Gravity Queen. Is Project Sea Anemone on schedule? Oh, not only is Anemone demonstration ready, she's ready to see action. Even Sea Wasp would be no match for it. The Nevi are about to go extinct, and that's just the beginning. The new mayor, Denelica, had expanded the military and his power. His vision reached out and changed the lives of everyone in Hexaville. I had no way of knowing that this vision extended even to me, and that the scientist I had trusted, Adro, was a big part of it. My reputation seems to be improving. Phew, I'm exhausted. Why do I feel so tired? You too, Dusty? We should go home and get some sleep. Alright, so, from here, I think the closest warp back to home would be the plaza where we actually started. So let's actually collect these gems on the way over there, and make our way to this, warp. I do like that twist of Adro working for Denelica, considering how, bumbling he's portrayed. A nice little twist reveal there. Alright, so now that we're back home, the next story mission is right there, but I have a ton of gems, so one moment. I do want to take a look at all of these. I actually kind of want to level up health, a few times actually, and I actually want to level up regular kicks as well, for something coming up later. And with that, we should be ready for the next episode. So, thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time for more Gravity Rush Remastered.